Welcome back, my weary travelers. In this video, I will be going to the Shire, something I've always wanted to do. This adventure first started off with 2 plane rides, which took me all the way to Middle Earth, aka New Zealand. I also did some other shenanigans while I was there. If you want to see more about what I did with Kiki Rockwell and Finn Hunter while we were in New Zealand, you can go to my last YouTube video, the Hobbit core wardrobe video. There I show a lot more clips of some of the silly goofiness that we got up to together. Such as this absolute nightmare fuel that we conjured. Yeah.
Oh, wow!
After a super fun week with Kiki and Finn, we then went camping with my parents and to the Shire. I audibly screeched when we pulled up. I'm very excited, even though my outfit isn't what I packed because I couldn't fit my arm through my other one.
Hello. Hello.
How are you?
Good. You ready for the tour?
Yeah. This tour is obviously something you have to book online beforehand because it fills up very quickly. And while we were all getting tickets, we unfortunately couldn't get the same time tour as Kate and Cody. But luckily when we got here, we were able to switch things around. So we got on a different tour altogether and we just had some time to kill, which we spent wandering around the gift shop. And oh my goodness, I wish I had a bigger bag for all of this stuff. I did get a few things though, which I will show at the end.
Of course.
Since we had some time to wait still, we had lunch from the little cafe, and I also went to the coffee shop stand and got myself a coffee. I got this vegan korma pastry. It was so good. What did you get?
I got a mince and cheese pie.
How is it?
It's really yummy.
I got the vegan korma pie, and it's tasty. Yeah.
There you go.
There you go. Show off your ears for the camera. Professional. Love. What did you get from the cafe?
A latte with oat milk. They have that in the Shire.
Damn.
I really wanted to keep this garbage, but I didn't.
All of mine. That's smart. And it makes it easier. Yeah. Because when I scroll down for 5
What happened to your wrist, Kiki? What happened?
I was climbing the mountain to put the ring into the fires of the volcano, and I beefed it.
I just
Oh.
spun the
I
middle
fell
or-
and I wrecked myself.
Oh, that's not good. Where was Sam? Did Sam not help? Hey, will you wear wigs?
Will you wear wigs?
Do you wear wigs?
Yes.
It was finally our turn to get in line for the bus, and they gave us these cute maps. The bus ride was also super fun because they showed clips from the movies, and yes, I did cry. The landscape is so pretty. There's a bunch of sheep and cows out here, and there are even some wool items in the gift shop that are made with the wool from the sheep that live here. It's too perfect. When you first enter, you come through the iconic stone walls where Bilbo screams, "I'm going on an adventure." Such a great place to start the tour, and I was immediately in awe.
Whoa.
Truly, nothing could have prepared me for how amazing this movie set is. As I mentioned, my parents and my brother came with us, and my mom doesn't really love the movies all that much, and she was, like, amazed as well, so yeah, if you're a fan, this shit's gonna blow your mind. All of the different houses were kind of built to different sizes and scales, so that way you could get different characters next to each of them. The really small ones they would put Gandalf next to, and then of course the big ones they would put all the hobbits and dwarves next to. But yeah, I just need my house to look like this so bad. We were here in early February, which is summer in New Zealand, and the gardens were all so beautiful. There were so many flowers and bees and butterflies all around, which made it feel even more immersive. The gardeners that work here clearly put in a lot of effort, as do the set builders and the tour guides and everyone else that works here. It's just a really fun place to be. The clothing lines were another fun detail that you really can't get a sense of in the video, but all of the clothes on them were like kid-sized, so that was really fun to see in person. I also love that most of the chimneys had smoke coming out of them. It gave the place a smell and it felt very lived in. It was super fun. Also, all of the lichen and aged wood was done by hand, which I found very cool. I was also pretty surprised that Kate and I were like the only 2 people dressed up in the entire park the entire day, which was interesting. I think if you come here, you should dress up. It makes it more fun and your photos are gonna be even cuter. So if you're ever coming out here, keep that in mind because we had so many people stop us to take our photos in front of the doors. People just loved it. We loved it. It was great. We did have a tour guide that we were following around, and she basically told us at the beginning we can either stay close to her and listen to the facts and things that she's talking about, or we could just stay close by and kind of wander on our own. That's what we chose, so we pretty much heard nothing she said the entire time, but we had a lot of fun just taking photos and looking at everything, talking about all the details of the set building. It's totally up to you. I do wish I would have heard a little bit of the tour, but guess I'll just have to go back. There were lots of food props out, like cheese and honey and crackers and fish, and I thought it was real for a second until I got close. It's very impressive the amount of detail that they were able to put into this place, and just how vast it is. I was kind of expecting we were just gonna walk around, see like maybe 5 to 10 Hobbit holes. I was very mistaken though. There is a lot to see and this place is big. Obviously one of the highlights was seeing Bilbo's house, and the tour guide did say that sometimes they open the mailbox and there are letters written to Bilbo in there, which I found so cute. And my partner Nick is actually drawing some of the Hobbit holes, so I will plug his Instagram. Hopefully those will be available soon because I want one on my own wall. Once you leave Bilbo's house, the path winds down the hill, and of course I had to film my own going on an adventure running in slow motion shot, so here is obligatory said shot. At the bottom of this little hill you get to the flat kind of open grounds where they had Bilbo's party. It was pretty empty aside from a maypole and some little tents for shade, but I guess weddings are held there pretty frequently. I was so happy that going inside the Hobbit holes opened up as an option right before we came here, which is super cool. It was also very funny because Nick was ducking in here the whole time, which you'll see in a second, but Kate and I were actually perfect height. I swear I actually took up like most of the space on my phone taking photos in this little house because the inspiration is off the charts. I want my own house to look like this so bad. So I have photos of like every little detail. If I showed them all here, it would take probably an hour. So we have this pretty long walkthrough video, which I will leave for your enjoyment to see some of the details on your own. As we're all aware by now, I am Bilbo size, Nick is Gandalf size, so this is what a tall person looks like in here, hunching down through the doors and kind of watching his head because he actually did hit his head once. So tall people, be warned. I think that the pantry and the kitchen were probably my favorite part of this entire interior because the lighting was just so nice. All of the little knickknacks and trinkets, the brick walls. I don't know what else to say other than I need it. I already mentioned this, but my goodness, does all the fake food look so real. I wanted to eat this pie. Another fun detail that they did not need to do was make a working water pump sink. It's so cute. I should mention that there are 2 fully built out Hobbit houses that you can see while you're here. One has a green door and one has a red door. I saw videos of the one with the green door online, so I decided we should go into the red door, which is what you're seeing here. Supposedly, the red door house is actually built smaller, so the ceilings and doorways are smaller, whereas the greenhouse is normal size, which would make you look Bilbo size if you're tall. Once you're finished going through the Hobbit interior, they let you out on the other side, where you continue down a winding and green path full of plants that look like they're from Jurassic Park and not the Shire, but I digress. Eventually, you make it down to the little watermill, which I was extremely excited about. We took some very cute photos in front of it, and I just wish I could live in there. Once you leave the watermill and cross over the iconic bridge, you do approach the iconic Green Dragon Inn. There was a cat laying here, which we later found out was named Pickles. She was abandoned in a box as a kitten, and the staff took her in, and now she lives in the Shire. What a wonderful life she must live. It was actually quite good timing because it was very hot on this day, so we went into the tavern where you could get a drink. Funny story, I'm from the US where our drinking age is 21. I'm 25. I'm used to getting ID'd. Here, the drinking age is 18, and I still got ID'd, to which I did not have my passport with me, so they would not serve me alcohol and instead gave me ginger beer because they thought I was a child. Lucky for me, my younger brother didn't get ID'd, so he gave me his.
What did you get? I got the apple cider.
2 glasses, because this one didn't want his.
Pickles also came in to escape the heat, where we learned about her life, and also the fact that Sam's chair is her favorite place to sleep. The amount of unhinged B-roll my brother took on this trip was, too much. Once we were out of the tavern, we continued our walk along this beautiful little lake area that overlooked some of the houses. I can't remember the exact duration of this tour, but it was about 2 to 3 hours, and by this point we were very slap happy.
Oh my god. This is impressive content.
Gotta miss the bus! Gotta miss the bus! Look at the cabbages! Oh, cabbage! An adventure! Cabbage, my boy!
Sadly, I am home now, but I did get 2 things to remember my adventure: this little Hobbit beer and this portrait of Bilbo done by the artist of the film. This concludes my adventure to the Shire. I hope you had a great time watching, and as always, I took a ton of photos, so if you want to see more of those, they're on my Instagram, and I will be back with more exciting things for you soon. So until then, I hope you have a magical day, magical week. Hopefully I'll be back sooner than that. I'll see you soon.